Okay, the next tip is to be as strategic as possible. Okay, we don't have all the time in the world. You also have, for GCSE, loads of subjects at the same time, so it's not like you can spend all your time focusing on maths. We need to be strategic about this. We don't have unlimited time. So the first thing I would say is be aware of the syllabus. There are teachers where they might have given you a checklist, or if your teacher hasn't, you need to get on that. Because how are you supposed to do an exam if you're going in blind? You actually don't know the parameters or like where the syllabus starts and ends. You need to have a checklist. Also, because the thing with GCSE Maths is it's not just year 10 and year 11 content. It starts from, technically from when you started learning the concept of maths, right? But there could be subjects that you've done in Key Stage 3 that you haven't done for 5 years that come up in the first few questions. And technically now those should be quite easy, but if you don't remember them, how are you going to get the marks? And we don't want to be losing marks for nothing. So something, for example, highest common factor, lowest common multiple, that probably rings a bell, but you might not remember specifically what that is. That was probably from year 7. That can still come up, even in higher tier as well. Anything for the last 5 years, or technically longer, can come up in your exam for GCSE Maths. So having a syllabus list will remind you of those topics that you might have forgotten. You might find them easy, but you're like, I need to just go and double check. Just make sure that I know what they are. So I have got one attached below. Well, I've got one for higher tier, one for foundation. You can find access to my version of the syllabus. I've literally just combed through the syllabus, tried to summarize it as much as possible because it is really big. Imagine 5 years of work listed. So we don't want pages and pages and pages of syllabus. So I've tried to summarize it as much as possible. If there's anything you feel like is missing, you would just write it on yourself. But familiarize yourself with the syllabus. Go through and tick it, or go through and highlight and say, right, in this color I'm going to highlight the ones that I'm fine with. This one, the ones that I have forgotten about but are probably quite easy. This one, the ones that I've got no idea. Just go through now, the next couple of weeks, and familiarize yourself with that syllabus. You can also find your syllabus online. Just have a syllabus. You might use your textbook as a list. It might have a contents page. That could also work. Just have a list, please. Just go through it and make sure you know how the syllabus works.